Imagine a quiet English village in the 12th century. The rolling green fields of Suffolk stretch into the distance, and life moves at a slow, predictable pace. But then, something happens. Something so strange, so impossible, that it leaves a mark on history forever. Two children appear from nowhere, their skin a bizarre shade of green, speaking a language no one understands. Are they lost travelers? Survivors of a forgotten land? Or something far more mysterious? This is the true, baffling legend of the Green Children of Woolpit, one of the most puzzling historical mysteries of all time. The story begins in the small village of Woolpit, England, sometime during the reign of King Stephen or King Henry II, between the years 1135 and 1189. Woolpit, named after its deep wolf pits used for capturing wild animals, was a peaceful farming community. But one day, as the villagers went about their work, they stumbled upon something extraordinary. Two children, a boy and a girl, were found near one of the wolf pits. They were unlike anything the villagers had ever seen. Their skin was an unnatural shade of green, their clothes were made of an unfamiliar material, and they spoke in a language that no one recognized. The villagers were baffled. Who were these children? Where had they come from? And why was their skin green? The children were weak and frightened, refusing all food except for raw beans. The villagers tried offering them bread and meat, but the children would not eat anything else. For days, they lived only on these beans until, slowly, they adapted to more common foods. As their diet changed, something else happened. Their green skin began to fade, gradually turning a more natural color. They were placed in the care of a wealthy landowner, Sir Richard de Calne, who took them into his home. Under his protection, the children were nurtured and began to learn English. But tragedy soon struck. The boy, who had always seemed weaker, grew ill and died not long after their arrival. The girl, however, survived. Over time, she adapted to her new surroundings, learned the language, and eventually recounted the astonishing tale of where she and her brother had come from. Once she was able to communicate, the girl revealed that she and her brother came from a place she called St. Martin's Land, a strange and distant world where the sun never shone. Instead, there was a permanent twilight, a greenish dusk that bathed everything in an eerie glow. The entire land, she claimed, was populated by people who, like them, had green skin. She described how she and her brother had been tending their father's cattle when they followed the sound of a mysterious bell. As they wandered through a cavernous tunnel, they suddenly found themselves in the bright sunlight of Woolpit, confused and frightened. Before they could return home, the entrance to the tunnel had vanished. Was it a lost civilization, a hidden underground world, or something even stranger? To better understand this mystery, it helps to look at the time period in which it occurred. The 12th century was a turbulent era in England. Political instability, wars, and conflicts were common, and communication between villages was often limited. Strange occurrences were easily sensationalized and interpreted through folklore, religious beliefs, or superstition. The presence of outsiders speaking unknown languages was not unheard of. Many regions had their own dialects, and foreign travelers, especially refugees fleeing conflict, were sometimes treated with suspicion. Could the Green Children have been such outsiders, their story twisted over time? The tale of the Green Children of Woolpit has fascinated historians, scientists, and folklorists for centuries. Many have attempted to explain the mystery, but no theory has ever fully solved the puzzle. Theory number 1, a medical condition? Some historians believe the green skin was caused by a dietary deficiency, specifically a condition called chlorosis or hypochromic anemia, which can give the skin a pale greenish hue. If the children had been malnourished for a long period, their bodies might have suffered from a lack of iron. This would explain why their skin color changed when they started eating a more balanced diet. But while this could explain the green skin, it does not account for the children's strange language or their claim of coming from an underground world. Theory number 2, Flemish refugees. Others suggest the children may have been Flemish orphans from a nearby village. During the 12th century, many Flemish people lived in England. but they were often persecuted and even massacred during conflicts. It's possible that these children had fled from a war-torn area, lost their parents, and wandered into Woolpit. If they spoke Flemish or a regional dialect, it could explain why the villagers did not understand them. However, this still does not explain why they claim to have come from a land of eternal twilight. Theory number 3. An underground civilization? One of the more intriguing theories suggests that the children came from an undiscovered subterranean world, an entire civilization hidden beneath the surface of the earth. Some believe they may have entered our world through a secret passage or dimensional rift, which would explain their confusion and fear upon emerging. This theory aligns with many legends across different cultures that speak of hidden lands beneath the earth, places filled with mystical beings and lost civilizations. Theory number 4. Extraterrestrial origins? The most speculative theory of all suggests that the Green Children were not from Earth at all. Could they have been extraterrestrials who accidentally arrived on our planet? Some UFO enthusiasts point to their green skin, unusual language, and claim of coming from a land with no sun as evidence that they may have originated from another world. While this theory is widely dismissed by historians, it remains one of the most popular among those who believe in ancient alien encounters. After growing up in Woolpit, the girl adapted completely to human society. She eventually became a servant in Sir Richard de Calne's household, and according to some reports, even married a local man. One account suggests that she married a man from King's Lynn and that her descendants may still be alive today. However, historical records are scarce, and no definitive evidence of her later life has ever been found. The story of the Green Children of Woolpit remains one of history's most intriguing unsolved mysteries. Was it simply a medieval folktale, exaggerated over the centuries? Or was there a deeper, more mysterious truth hidden beneath the surface? Even after 900 years, we are left with more questions than answers. Were they refugees, lost travelers, survivors of a hidden world, or visitors from another realm? One thing is certain: the legend of the Green Children continues to captivate the imagination of all who hear it, a haunting tale from a time when the world was full of wonder, mystery, and the unexplained. The truth is buried in the past, but we're digging deeper. Subscribe and explore history's greatest mysteries with us.